Selfie.
Facebook is a fucking asshole. Fuck you and your fucking friend. Thumbs up for your ID problems. My blows fly over your head. You train red. Fuck you. You suck. Eat shit. Go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit about what you ate. I don't care about political tastes. I don't care about you.
And good morning. Welcome to the M25 Show. My name's Alyssa.
My name is Eddie.
And I'm Steve. Good job, Alyssa. Wow, that was professional. We don't need Alberto. We don't need Alberto, do we?
No.
Alberto is off today. He is getting fixed. So
Is he spayed or neutered?
both. They're not sure, so they're doing both on him. He asked for Eddie to be there with him, but Eddie
No,
didn't
thank
want
you.
to see that sight.
You didn't want to hold you didn't want to hold his hand?
Nope.
You know, like when a woman has a baby and the guy cuts the umbilical cord. Well,
Yeah.
Alberto wanted Eddie to cut the ball sack.
Oh,
No, thank you.
cut the vein or whatever they cut.
Yeah, the vein or oh, that's
tube.
castrated, huh? Okay, wrong
Yeah,
one. I'm
castrated.
sorry. Cut the tube so Eddie can't.
the tube.
So Alberto can't reproduce and put any more of his kind on this earth. I don't know if that's good or not. So anyway, good morning. Today is Thursday, August 26th.
Yes.
I got
Yes,
it.
it
See, I
is.
always have to ask the date.
Yeah.
And it is not too hot yet. Is it out here in California?
No, not yet.
Not yet,
It's
but it will be.
It's been cool. Yeah.
It's been pretty nice. It hasn't been too hot.
No.
But Eddie says it's going to get hot today. Is that true?
It's supposed
Oh,
to
I
hit
don't
90
know.
today.
Is it? Oh,
Really?
it was hot yesterday. Well, yeah, when I was driving home from work yesterday, it was hot. It was like in the night. I think it was my car said 91.
Well, that's pretty hot.
Yeah.
That's pretty hot. We want to see it when it's like 78, stuff like that. That good weather where
Right.
nobody's all cranky and mad because it's hot. It's just nice, cool breeze.
And we're not freezing.
Mhm.
95 will be the height today.
Oh,
Oh,
95. Oh my gosh. Well, that's not good. Well, I'll
Not
say this:
good.
if you work
Yeah.
during the day, hopefully you work inside with air conditioning. And if you work nights, overnights, or anything, hopefully you have air conditioning in your home so you can sleep nice. And if
Mhm.
you have neither,
You're
Too bad.
screwed.
Yeah.
too bad. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. I mean, a lot of people don't have air conditioning. We didn't have air conditioning when I was little. I have air conditioning today, but I mean, you live without it, right? It's
Yeah.
no biggie, but
That's what fans are for.
yeah, you make it happen. But I gotta say, if you ever get it, it's
It's a game
you
changer.
can't go
huh?
back. Yeah, you can't go.
Yeah.
You can't. It's like, how did I ever live without it? But then you think about, well, I did live out without it before, so
Yeah.
It's a game changer.
it is. But hey, yeah, there's fans and yeah, it's that's like every home should or every home and apartment and condominium and townhome, they all should have air in them. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Heating and air, because
Central heating and air.
Central, yeah, I'm sorry, central heating and air. They should all come with those. What do you guys
Mhm.
think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm seeing comments, but I'm not seeing them yet.
Oh, it says who's Milton Hill? Who's the guest? It's hot in Kansas City too. It's only 90 degrees here.
Only
Only.
I know,
Shit, that-
only.
that must mean it gets hotter over there, huh? Oh boy. Well, our guest today, hopefully she comes on, is Deborah Voorhees. Now I'm wondering if that's her real last name, or she changed it because she was in the Friday the 13th, one of the movies. What do you think? What do you guys think before she comes on?
I think it's a true
I
name.
don't know.
You
Yeah.
think it's her real name? It just happens to be she got in the Friday the 13th movie.
I believe so.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Could you
I'll
imagine
find
your
out.
last name's Voorhees and the killer in Friday the 13th is Jason Voorhees and you get in a movie with
Yeah.
Jason?
What are the odds?
Maybe
Huh?
that's why she got in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's why she got the part. Well, I was watching it the other day and it was pretty, she was one of the actresses, like she was one of the I don't want to say teen, it's probably in her 20s. You know, when they have the younger ones that are always running around having sex and stuff like that,
Yeah.
the cute ones. Well, she was
The
one of
horny
those.
girls, one of the
Yeah.
horny girls.
Yeah, she was one of those with her boyfriend and everything. And anyway, it was pretty good. She was pretty good, memorable. I'll
Yeah.
remember her for. I don't remember her because you know a lot of the movies are like that. They have the certain girls and the boyfriends that are
Mm-hmm.
in the movie and stuff, and you don't remember. But now that we're having her on, I rewatched it and I go, oh, okay. Now at least I know who I'm going to be
Who she
talking about.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this movie happened to be one of the movies that didn't have Jason in it.
Oh.
You thought it was Jason, but it wasn't Jason.
Ah.
So it's very weird. You know, I've seen the movies so many times, but
Right. Pay attention.
I never paid attention that the killer in the movie was somebody else pretending. What do you call it when somebody's
Impersonating.
impersonating? Yes, because apparently he was supposed to be dead in okay, this one's Friday the 13th part V. Is that 5?
5.
Yes.
Okay, part 5, A New Beginning. Apparently in part 4, the way it ended or somehow Jason got killed. So by Corey
I
Feldman.
thought they never died.
Yeah, but we didn't know then. You know, those were only first few movies. So, you know, we figured, oh, now he's really dead, you know. Not
now there's
till
Friday the 13th, 28.
Exactly.
By Corey Feldman?
Yeah, Corey Feldman.
Oh,
He's the little
wow.
guy. And he's the one that took a machete to his head over and over again. So that's why they probably figured he was dead. So I also learned something else about that character that played Corey Feldman was in part 5 with the girl with the Deborah Voorhees who's coming on today, but grown up. So he's also in that movie. Well, I was reading about it, and apparently they asked Corey Feldman to play that character again in the next movie, but I guess he was busy doing another movie, so he just had a little part in the beginning. And then, so he didn't die in part 4, Corey Feldman. He didn't die in part 5. I'm giving spoilers out, but if you haven't seen him by now, that's too bad, you know. And then apparently he's in the next one too. Apparently I think he's the only one that has never died. So he's still alive. I mean, he's played by different characters in the movies by different actors.
Right.
But
same character.
He's never died. And I thought I never followed it this close until we're having the guest on today. And I go, oh my God, that's supposed to be Corey Feldman because it was a different actor. So I don't pay attention to the names, but that's what I know. He's one of the ones. I don't know if he's the only one, but I think so, that has survived through all the Friday the 13th. And he wants to do another one with himself to put closure to his character and Jason, because they have some kind of something to get. Maybe because Jason hasn't killed him yet. And maybe that's the thing they got going with them. I don't know. But he wants to do another movie and be in it and have that story either come to an end or whatever. So see, the things I researched I thought was very fascinating.
Yeah.
And then you know, I saw our guest on there, and she had a little bit of nudity on there, and which I'm okay with. You know, it's very nice. She's very beautiful, and I liked it a lot. And guys, you know, you see the naked girls in all of them, and you know, we're having a guest on, and I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna check it out and see what she plays in there, you know. So then I got to see her. It was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys watched it, but
I haven't seen it in a while.
I tried to send you guys a couple screenshots.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while either.
Yeah, I know, Eddie. I know, Eddie. But hopefully she comes on. I sent her the link, so we're waiting for her. Nicholas is asking where Albert is. He's not here today.
He's on,
Albert had to be here for it.
And that's all we got to say about that.
Yeah,
he's on
that's all we
another
gotta
mission.
say about that. Let's have a good time.
He's on a mission.
He's on a mission. Yeah, he's on a mission for the Mormons. Leave him alone.
He went to Utah for the weekend.
That's right.
He's in line. He's in. Look at his magic pass.
Oh, the magic key. Is it
No,
called
magic
the magic key?
Yeah.
Magic Key.
Disneyland?
Oh yeah, Disneyland.
Okay. If you haven't checked out Tacos, Che, and More, they're friends of our show. It's kind of like a. Did I say taco catering? Or what would you guys call that? What would you call their business?
Yeah.
It's a taco catering plus more than.
I think
tacos?
just a general. Yeah, I would just say, well, like they said, tacos and more. No, tacos, Che, and more.
Okay,
So-
tacos and more catering
Yeah.
Mhm.
at your request.
Or you could say they're caterers if their specialties are tacos.
Oh, there we go. Tacos, Che, and More. Taco catering. Oh, wait a minute.
No,
What'd you say?
caterers
Caterers
with their specialties as tacos.
with their specialties that are tacos.
Mhm.
See what I did right there? I just
But they are very accommodating to what your needs are.
It sounded
You
like
know
a
what?
commercial.
Here, let's do this.
No.
Let's do this.
No.
There you go.
Oh.
And then when you're ready, I'll say the phone number. How's that?
Okay, tacos, Che's, and more. Right? Did I say it right?
Taco Che.
Che and more.
Yes.
They are a catering company. They come to your location and their specialties are tacos, but they do accommodate to your other needs. If you have other items that you would like on the menu, just let them know and they'll be more than happy to make it for you. If you'd like, you can give them a call at.
That's where I come in here.
Yes.
And I have the number. See, at least I
Somewhere?
have that. Yes, it's area code. Oh, now you tell me, Eddie. What are you doing? Okay, the phone number to contact Tacos, Che, and More is area code 951-442-4587. And tell them M25 Show sent you, and they'll be...
They're also on Instagram.
Accommodating.
Yes, they're on Instagram and Facebook. Just type in Tacos Che, and you spell Che, CHE, and then the symbol and. I don't know what that is. The S looking thing.
The dollar sign.
The dollar sign, and then more. And go follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Okay. So I got a text just a few seconds ago, Alyssa,
Oh no.
and you won't even believe who it's from.
The guy below us
Yep.
from down under.
Yeah,
It's from
the
down
guy-
under.
The guy from down under right there. Oh my god.
Thunder down under.
The thunder down under.
The thunder down under.
Well, I guess trying to sign in. Okay. Our guest is trying to sign in. So while
okay.
she's trying to sign in, we'll be waiting.
Keep
Okay,
going.
so we're going to
You didn't finish your text.
that was it. Oh
Oh.
yeah, I did it. He says he's got to leave. What'd you say? A little after 10?
A little after 10.
Okay, well
Oh.
when you're ready to leave, you let us know and we'll finish the show. How's that?
That sounds good.
We'll get out of here when you get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have let us know in the beginning. That way we could have all
Yeah.
Well,
made plans. And
I didn't find out
right.
till like 5 minutes ago.
Oh
Oh.
man,
Things happen, you know.
See,
No,
I
no,
could
I
have
get it.
made, breakfast during that time. I'm just kidding.
made plans to go do
do
something at
a
10.
load of laundry. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me about laundry. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. Shit. Nah,
Washer
I'm not
broke
gonna
again?
talk it. No. No.
All your towels were hard,
No, I was gonna.
crusty.
That's what broke the machine, huh?
No, maybe we'll talk about it after we talk to our guests. What are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. You two don't make sense. No. Okay. Well, our guest is in the waiting room now, so she doesn't have her Oh, there it goes. Okay, camera's on now. Okay. Let's see here. But I don't know if I want to talk about that. I think I'm in. Yes, you're in, Deborah. Deborah's in the waiting room, and we're gonna bring her out right now. I don't know if I want to talk about that later, Alyssa.
Oh, okay.
Because it was something that I put in our in our private chat that we have amongst each other. I don't know if you guys read it yesterday.
I don't know. My phone was going crazy yesterday.
Okay, well, then you didn't read Eddie, you wrote it, right?
I think I did.
Yeah, I think I had like 25 messages.
I didn't write it, but
that's good to know that I share my stuff with you guys privately, and you guys
we don't pay
it.
attention.
Oh man,
I was at work. I was at work, and then my phone kept going ding 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 ding.
Just when I thought I was special.
Eddie must be around. Eddie must be around and responding, because usually it's just me and Steve.
No, Eddie was there too. Even Albert.
That's what I'm saying. Eddie must be around, because I had so many missed messages.
Well, it was about what Eddie got yesterday. You were going to go get something, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, it was about that. My experience the second time, since we were talking about laundry, but it was
peed your pants.
No.
Oh.
But Eddie, you read it, right?
Yeah, you got a dose and a half.
That was.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that.
And I think that deserves something that I was promised. That's what.
Oh.
But you know what? It was very traumatizing. So I gotta wait till I get over it, Alyssa. So you gotta know that's traumatizing. But let's get our guests. Maybe if I could talk about it later, maybe we'll talk about it. And oh my gosh. Okay. Let's bring out Deborah Voorhees. She was nice enough. I messaged her and to see if she'd like to come on our show, and she was very nice enough to say yes. And she has a new movie coming out, and she told me what it was about, and I thought it was a very cool idea. I would have never thought of something like that. And when she's going to come on and talk about it, she was also in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. It's part 5, right? That's the V.
Mm-hmm.
Part 5, New Beginning. And I just rewatched it, and like I was talking about earlier, there's some things in there that I found out that I didn't pay attention to in the past, because I've seen them before a long time ago. And when she comes on, I'm gonna talk to her about it and see if she agrees with the things that I've found out. Not her scenes, but like the things I was telling you about, like Corey Feldman and et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like how Alyssa squints her eyes at me. It makes me feel like I'm doing wrong.
I'm not squinting.
Oh, okay. Maybe
my eyes are open.
Okay. I get
my glasses, the reflection. I hate it.
You look beautiful today, as always, Alyssa. Okay, let's bring out Deborah Voorhees. And I do have to ask her about her name. I have to. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this, because hello, Deborah.
Hi there. How are you?
Good. We're gonna put you on solo layout. First of all, Eddie and Alyssa are here. They're our co-hosts.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. I just wanted you to see them before I put you on solo, because I don't know if you'll be able to see us once I do that. So let's do that now. There you go. Can you see us all, or you just see yourself?
You just see me.
Okay. Well, we're all still here, so don't worry.
Okay. All right. Okay. You haven't left me.
No, we're still here.
Okay.
First things first, I got to ask, Deborah Voorhees, is that your real name? Or
of course, it's been in my family since at least the 1300s, so a little longer than Joyce and Voorhees has been around.
Wow. That is crazy. And to think that you were in one of the movies.
Right?
How cool
I'll
is that?
tell you something that's even crazier.
Okay.
Okay. The last name is Voorhees, as you know.
Yes.
My grandfather was Glenn Ira Voorhees.
Okay.
My grandmother was Helen Higgins. Remember in part 3, Higgins Haven?
Oh my God, I got to rewatch that one.
Camp. Then Pamela, I've been told, her middle name is Sue. My middle name is Sue. So I was definitely born to be in this franchise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. So when you were trying out for the part, did they notice your name?
Oh yeah. It was when it was audition time. It was a huge catacall. When I got there was just lines of people everywhere, and you're just kind of being ushered in, one at a time. So I considered myself to be incredibly blessed to be surrounded by so many amazing people and be selected. It's crazy, really. Part of it is just chance, but I was very lucky to get the role.
How did that go? Do you just read lines, or do you have to scream?
You do. I read for the role of Tina, and that was the only one I read for. And I came back for 3 different auditions. And let's see, it was on the 3rd time was the first time the first time, 2 times I met with, the first time I met with the casting director, then the casting director and the director, and then they brought me in to meet with the producer as well.
Oh, very cool.
Of course, the director makes the final decision on that sort of thing for the most part. I mean, the producers have some push and pull, but it's usually the director that gives final say.
The final say.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
when
producers do kind of push their preference if they want to.
They put their 2 cents in, right?
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know, trying out, did you kind of know what the script was about already, or not yet?
No. When you go in for an audition, you almost never get a full script, especially when there's a mystery involved or twist or turns that you don't want out. Because you imagine if you audition 100 to 1,000 people, that's a lot of scripts to have floating around. You're gonna, your ending's gonna get blown somewhere along the way.
Somebody's gonna let it out, right?
Yeah, so you're given a portion of it. Now, if you're a major actor, like if I were to put out a film and I'm trying to get somebody like Angelina Jolie or something like that, you would send them the entire script. But they know the game. They know not to share that info.
Those are the ones that know the ropes, right? Like, okay, we don't say nothing. We just I got you.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
let me see here. I got a few more questions before we go to your movie.
Okay.
Eddie, I'm going to pull up Eddie here because Eddie always likes to ask questions for our guests. Here you go, Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi, how you doing? In the scenes when you're, how do you, like, when you die, like, how do they have you, what am I looking for? How do they determine what the scene's going to be like?
Spoiler alert.
In what way are you?
Spoiler alert. Deborah Voorhees dies in the film. So thanks, Eddie.
No, I mean,
the decisions on what it's going to look like kind of go in stages. First, there's the writer who writes what the scene is meant to be. There may be several rewrites. A director may add rewrites. Producers can add rewrites, that sort of thing. And then after that, the director goes in and decides how the scene's going to be shot, what shot sides and angles, what whether location, whether it's dark or in a house or wherever. And so the director gives it the look with the help of the cinematographer. The cinematographer is the one that handles lighting and stuff, but they do the lighting according to what the director is, the vision of the director and what they want. So like if I ask my cinematographer and say, I want this to, look like a dark and stormy night, they're going to give me a completely different look than if I'm saying, no, this is a big family thing. We want high key lights and that sort of thing. And it's a happy comedy. Those are 2 completely different ways of lighting a house or a set. So, and then another step in the writing process and in building what the scene's going to look like will then be the editing. And of course, there's also the special effects. They had to put a very thin mask over here so they could make it look like my eyes were gouged out. And
I saw that.
First of all, it had to be made, number 1, and 2, then it had to be placed on, and it took about 3 hours, where they have to blend it so that there's nothing, you couldn't see a line like here, where there would be completely, looks like it fits with my face.
3 hours?
Wow. Add the blood, and you have to have several different layers of blood. You have the black, you have a little lighter blood, but that's sticking there a little bit, and then you have the pools of blood. So it's like several layers of blood and look.
Wow.
To make
it looked real. That's for sure.
They did a good job, right?
All right, I'm gonna pull up Alyssa here. Alyssa, you got a question for Deborah?
Yeah. Like you were saying, with all the special effects and the makeup artists and everything, with all that stuff that you have on as you're dying, for the most part, when they do like killing scenes like that, is that like a one take shot, or do you have to do it over and over?
No, it kind of depends. I mean, they try to get them as quickly as possible. That one took a little bit because we're shooting both for the theater, for the R-rated version, and for the television version. And so there has to be more than one, but more than likely, you're going to always have more than one shot. You know, when you're on a really small independent film, sometimes you only have one shot. And so you have to be really super careful and make sure you get that shot. But even on an indie set, you can manage to figure out some other ways to get a shot. For example, let's say someone is being stabbed and you're getting the initial shot of it going in. Now, I may not be able to take that off, you know, take off the prosthetic here,
Right.
and get the knife several times, but I can make it look like the knife has already gone through and hit it several different times with my camera. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Goodness gracious, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
But I gotta say,
It's fun playing in blood.
I gotta say that now that I've seen part 5, that you're in it, that's my favorite one now because you're in it.
Fantastic.
And that's I mean, I was watching you and I was like, oh, there she is. So I'm watching and everything. And you're with the guy. That's your boyfriend or your whatever you want to call
boyfriend.
it. And I was like, oh no, they're gonna get it. But then I don't want to put you in the wrong place, but I saw you naked, and I was like, oh my god, how did I miss this? So that's my favorite one now. I'm gonna buy the video and put it up on my mantle, and it's my favorite now from now on.
Nice.
And I was telling my crew here that I noticed. Well, first of all, that the killer, Jason's not even in it.
In the flashbacks.
Yeah, in the flashbacks, yeah, but literally, like, you know, he's really not in it. So is that
Right.
one of the first movies that he's not in it? The whole movie?
No, it's a throwback to the first one, because remember the first one is Pamela Voorhees, his mother, doing the killing.
That's
And so really they're both about bereaved parents who you know, overreact and start massacring people because of their own grief over the death of their child.
That's right. How did I forget part 1? Of course. Okay, well, that's the second one. Okay.
Right.
And then I was paying attention. I went back to part 4 to watch the ending, and then I remember, oh, it had Corey Feldman in it, as
Right.
you know. And then the next one, I know he was in it for a little bit, and then it jumped to when he's older.
Right.
And he's never died, huh?
No, he has not.
So I noticed that. I think I even went to the next one after that, and I noticed
Still kicking.
he's in the next one after that too, right? Isn't he like running around telling people
He's in part 4 and part 5.
Okay, so part 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that when? What's the one where Jason gets electrocuted and comes back to life? Wasn't he in the beginning of that too, where he sees it and he drives off in the truck?
That's in 6. That's
Oh
right.
yeah,
in
6. So he's in 6 too,
Jason
right?
lives. Yeah.
So he's in 4, 5, and 6.
I know in 6, we have Tom Matthews playing the role of Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I meant Tommy,
The character.
the character.
Oh, gotcha. Yes.
'Cause-
But yeah, for Tommy Jarvis has been in several of them. But yeah. the
But yeah,
character
I
Tommy.
didn't even notice that until since you were coming on. I was investigating these movies more, and I was like, "Oh man, he's still in it. He's still alive." So That's pretty cool. I think he's one of the few that's kind of survived, isn't it?
Right.
And that kind of leaves something open for maybe a return someday of Corey Feldman,
Absolutely.
maybe.
Yeah.
It's got 9
Wow.
lives, Steve.
I wish that you didn't get it in the film, that you could come back too, but
Hey,
unless
in
they
these movies, anybody can come back. They're bringing back the dead all the time.
exactly.
A little electricity, or
Yeah.
somebody puts their shovel in the grave, and bada bing, you're alive again.
Who would have thought that somebody gets mad and starts stabbing somebody in a coffin with a steel rod, and then he gets tired and leaves it in it, and a lightning bolt hits it.
Exactly.
That's
Oh,
There you
gosh.
go.
beautiful.
You're alive again.
Beautiful
Or all
thinking.
can come back and be zombies and go after Jason, you know?
Exactly. Well, this brings us to your movie that you are director of, right? You directing this
Right.
new movie.
Let me
That's-
just ask you real quick.
Yes.
Can you hear that buzzer in the background?
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't mind, I'll go turn it off real quick so it's not
Okay.
interrupting.
No
Hang on.
worries. We'll be here. Don't
Sorry.
worry. Let me blow us up. How do I do this? Oh, there we are.
Okay.
Wow. Pretty cool, huh?
Wow. Yeah.
What do you think? Maybe she could put us in one of her movies.
Sorry about that. I would have been happy to let it just go, but I was afraid it was irritating you guys if you could hear it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we can hear.
I thought it was Eddie because he's always doing
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I was
Like,
gonna say,
oh.
who's got their
Eddie.
alarm going
That's
off?
what I should have said. Which one of you guys? I have to go. I can't do this. Go turn it on. I'm like, what? It's all done? What, me? Which one of you?
Who was it? Which one was it? After Deborah leaves, we're all blaming each other. It was you.
That's
It was you.
Right?
And then after all, it was Deborah. She did.
Right.
she
And I
was
was going,
culprit.
"Me? What? No.
Okay, so let's talk about your new movie coming out.
Yes.
Why don't you just tell us about it?
It is called 13 Fanboy, and it's about a homicidal fanboy with a deadly obsession for his favorite actresses from Friday the 13th, and Halloween, because Dee is our lead, Dee Wallace. And of course, you guys know Dee Wallace from E.T., Howling, Cujo, a zillion movies.
Yes.
It is a young girl watches and sees her grandmother murdered. And her name's Kelsey Voorhees. And when she grows up, she realizes her grandmother wasn't the only victim, and that the killer is still out there, still hunting. And she ends up, Dee Wallace, and that I play the grandmother. We were best friends. The storyline is that we were best friends, had the same agent, were close, and I was murdered. And this is what really propels the story forward.
Oh, you were murdered you're murdered again? Oh man, breaking my heart over here.
In her own movie.
I can't resist being killed.
In her own movie.
Her own movie too. Oh my God. I think that's a cool idea. What an idea. And did you say that I hope it's okay if I say, is Corey Feldman's in it too?
Yes, Corey Feldman is in it. We have Kane Hodder is in it.
Oh, cool.
For non-horror fans, Kane Hodder was Jason in 4 films. He also was Victor Crawley and several others. We had CJ Graham, who was Jason in part 6. And he was also in Highway to Hell, and also Alice Cooper in his music video with Jason in it. And then we have, from the Friday the 13th franchise, we have Judy Aronson from part 4. She was also in Weird Science and American Ninja. We also have Tracy Savage, who was in part 3, and Blue Bikini. Remember her. And then we have, Jennifer Benko, who plays the young Tina in Friday the 13th, part 7. And we have the final girl from there, Lar Park Lincoln. And then we have Ron Sloan, and he plays Dee Wallace's husband in the film.
Okay. Got it.
And then we have, for our lead female non-Friday the 13th, is young Kelsey Voorhees. My granddaughter is played by a brilliant young actress named Haley Greenbauer. And then we also have Vincent DeSante as a stuntman and an actor in it. And we also have Andrew Laity, who's a brilliant and extremely handsome young man.
Very cool. And when does this movie come out again?
This one will be out on October 22nd, and it'll be in select theaters around the US. And we've actually booked a couple theaters in England. We're just at the early stages of it, so we don't know exactly how many we'll have, but we're working on that. And then let's see, it'll open on video on demand.
Yes.
It looks like we're going to have some drive-ins as well, which I think is a great way to see this. Is at
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
and then we also have, we'll of course have Blu-rays, DVDs, and in all the major stores and markets for VOD and for DVD kind of stuff.
So when it's on video on demand, is that going to be right away or after the theater opens?
Actually, we're doing what's called a day and date release, where you see, especially because of, we're still battling somewhat with COVID, even though it's better than it was initially.
Yes.
But basically where you can see it in the theater, or you can, at the same time, you can see it at home.
Oh,
I personally, even if it's available at home, I'm still going to the theater.
Oh,
I want to go to the movies. I want to see it live.
Yeah.
Especially a movie like this, right? We got to go to the movie theater.
I mean, I enjoy, it's not that I don't enjoy watching movies at home, but if I have a choice, I'm going to see it at the movie theater first. And then I might see it at home. And if I really love it, I'll get the DVD or Blu-ray or whatever.
Wow. So it looks like I'm going to have to do all of the above.
Right.
I already love it. Yeah. Okay. I got to ask, let me blow us all up here. I have to ask, are you going to have anything out here in California, Southern California-ish?
Yes. Right now, the last I checked, and like I said, we're very early on. Our premiere will be in LA. And I believe right now we have at least 2 theaters in the LA area. And then we'll see, like I said, we're at the very early stages.
Okay. Well, LA, that's in our, that's in our zone right
in our
there.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's in our neighborhood. So
Yay.
we'll see if we can't get together and go show our support.
I want to go see
Go
the
to see it
drive-in
live.
Yeah, I want to see the drive-in.
You want to see the drive-in?
Yeah,
Alyssa,
It would be fun. I mean,
I love scary movies.
Oh, and at a drive-in, yeah.
Mhm.
I want to go see it in a theater, and then I want to go see it in a drive-in, because it's got to do it both ways.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking, because drive-in is cool, but I think if you, like Deborah said, if you go to a walk-in, you see and you can see everything and watch everything, because sometimes in the drive-in, it's more the feeling you're outside and everything,
Right.
and it's more scarier that way, but sometimes it's a little more darker, so I don't know if that's scarier. Some of the scenes are dark.
Well, I at least the way it was when I was growing up and going to drive-ins, you don't have the sound isn't as good because it's coming through. At that time, it was through a speaker. Now it's as good as your car or truck or whatever
the stereo
system. So
That's right,
I do like going into the walk-in theaters where the sound is fantastic, but I still, the experience of going, and I just remember like being in the big station wagons and opening up the back end and the pillows and the blankets and all the snacks, and hanging out and watching the movies.
Yeah. Well, these days at the drive-in, they have, those portable speakers. So a lot of people put those in the outside. So like with trucks, if you have a truck, you just put that portable speaker and it has radio on it. So you can get the frequency from the theater or from the drive-in.
From the drive-in, that's nice.
So like the old metal speaker?
I wonder.
No, it's like a rock blocker, whatever it's called. It's probably like this big, and it's just a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh,
but it's big and it's on
wheels.
It
sounds better than the old metal.
Oh yeah,
the old school.
It's louder.
right?
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry, Deborah. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just saying that I wonder if they could do it, and maybe some drive-ins are doing it now, where you have the big speakers by the movie itself,
Oh, by the screen.
so like you would at a concert. I don't know if
Oh.
anybody does that or not. I have no idea.
Man,
Yeah.
could you imagine that? Like with those big amplifiers like that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
That'd be so
that would
cool,
be
wouldn't it?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any drive-ins that you know of out this way? Yet?
Right now, I don't,
Okay.
but we're looking into the possibility.
Because there's only a few that I know of out
Yeah.
here, so we're probably going to know which one it is. So
Right.
what's
Well,
what's
hey,
the one?
if you do know some drive-in theaters, send them to me because that could help us locate
Okay.
them.
Yeah, there's one in Riverside, and I think there's one in, is it Inglewood or
The
I think there's
Vineyard,
one in El Monte
yeah, Vineyard.
El Monte,
Vineyard,
or
yeah.
City of Industry. It might be
Vineyard.
City of Industry.
City of
City
Industry.
Industry? Yeah.
Okay,
Out there
nice.
somewhere.
And we'll
Nice.
send you
Yeah.
we'll send you the places, and yeah, if we do that, we'll try to go to all of them. I know Alyssa wants to go to the drive-in, so we might have
Yeah.
a show in the drive-in.
There's a
or
one
something.
at Marina Del Rey that's like on the beach.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
got to be on the
Yeah,
beach.
you got the
huh?
beach
My
in the
favorite
background.
That
place.
Yeah.
I think I would really like that.
The
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah.
Well, I may
And
have
there's
to suck up my what do you call that when you have a fear or something? I'll
Phobia.
suck it-
Phobia.
I'll suck up my phobia for Deborah. If she has it at the beach.
Well, it's not like actually on the beach. It's just the beach is the background. So when you're looking
Oh.
at the movie, you've got the beach behind you. Then there's a lot of like LA has a lot of rooftop theaters,
Hmm.
like on
Oh,
yeah. So
really?
you can go like downtown LA. And,
Wow.
they have theaters on the roofs of those high rises.
Look at Alyssa
That's
over here
good
with all
to
the
know.
information.
Because I like
You can send-
like outdoor theater.
If
You
you
know.
could send those to me, I'd appreciate
Yeah.
it. I'd love to hear
Alright.
more about those. I did
Yeah.
not know at all about those.
I think even
What's-
the Rose Bowl had movies like that. Like
Yeah.
outdoor
You can even go
movies.
to a cemetery and watch a movie.
Oh,
Nice.
God. Are you crazy?
Yeah, that would be a cool one.
To go
Mhm.
to a cemetery to watch a movie?
Yeah. They did that. They do that usually around Halloween, which
Where do
is
you
when the
s-
movie's coming out
Where do you sit?
on the grass.
graves.
Yeah,
sit
On the graves.
grass. Yeah.
You sit on the
You bring a
graves.
blanket.
Oh,
You bring a
boy.
blanket. You pack a picnic, and you sit there, and they play movies like Friday the 13th, or they play the old like
Oh,
know,
wow.
old scary like Young Frankenstein kind of movies.
Deborah,
Yeah.
have you ever done that?
I have not, but it sounds like a blast. I'd do it in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Wow. That's I've never heard of that. That's pretty. I guess that's pretty cool. If you're a horror fanatic, that would be
Yeah.
something. Right, hey, I'm in right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right?
Right?
I would just be worried about sitting on somebody. You just don't think about it, right? You don't just do it.
Well, you
and-
can sit between. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. When I go to the cemeteries, I don't walk on top of people. I do the whole like
Well, that's good.
avoiding walking. Yeah, it's just one of my things I don't do.
It's kind of
Yeah.
hard though. There's
Yeah.
so many. I mean,
But I mean,
yeah,
no, you can like walk in a straight line, and then you kind of got to go this
yeah,
way. and
I
this
try not
way,
to do
and-
that
yeah.
either. But it's kind of there's so many people there. It's hard
Mhm.
to.
Deborah, how many cemeteries have you walked through, Deborah? A lot,
At least
or
a dozen.
do you just walk over everybody, or do you do the little zigzag?
No, I kind of walk along rather than over.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. And what do you call that? Courteous? Is that
Respectful.
called respectful?
Respectful.
There you go. There you go. Okay, let me blow up Deborah here. Okay, so Fanboy 13th opens up.
13 fanboy.
13 Fanboy opens up October 22nd,
Right.
and select theaters around
The US.
the
and
U.S.
And right now we are booked for a theater in London and in Newcastle in England.
Oh wow, how cool! Kane Hodder's in it too, right? He's
Right.
kind of like the one everybody knows that's Jason, right? He's kind of like the
Yes,
The main
everybody
name.
knows Kane. He's a wonderful actor too. I mean, everybody knows him as a stuntman and as, the silent killer. But no, he's actually a really good actor too.
very cool. I can't wait till it comes out. I'm gonna see if we can all here get together and maybe go together and watch it and support you while we watch a good movie. And we're looking forward to it. And it's awesome to get to meet you. Like I said, I watched your movie, and that's pretty cool that you're in a Friday the 13th movie, and now you're doing
Your own movies.
It's kind of connected in a way, right? It's like you
Right,
got people
absolutely.
from the past in it. And
Mhm.
did you who wrote it? Did you write it or?
Myself and my producing partner, Joel Paul Reisig, we basically put together a 30-page outline. And when I say an outline, it means I knew every single beat and plot point. And once that was done, I pretty much ran with it from there and finished writing it. Um, but it's once you have a full in-depth outline, the rest is easy.
Very cool. It's a good idea. It's a good story, and I
Thank
can't wait
you.
to watch it. And I'm sure there's some twist and all that good stuff in there that we could all. Now that like how I went back and watched your the movie you're in, you have to sit and watch closely about things because there's little things in there that you don't usually check out until you sit down and really watch it hard.
Right,
So
right.
that's what I'll be doing with this one because I know that horror movies have them, and you
That's
just
true.
don't just
That's
watch
true.
for the
For
screaming
the
and the
killing.
killing and
Killing.
all that good stuff. But
Is this gonna
Right.
be a Deborah? Is this gonna be a franchise or is it just a one-time thing?
It's up to the fans. The fans will make that decision. If they really respond well and it does very well, of course, it's a no-brainer. We'll definitely
Do
be turning it
part
into
two.
a franchise.
13,
cool.
13 fanboy part
Mhm.
2. Well, hey, it could go like Friday 13th part 3,
Right.
4. 3
Yep,
will be in
Fun.
3D.
right,
And if you get to part the one you were in was part 5, right? Friday the
right.
13th.
Yeah.
A new
Part
beginning.
5, then I'll read for a part.
There you go.
If you make it that far, I'll read for a part.
Okay,
I'm
sounds
not going to
good.
do anything unless it's part 5 because Deborah was in part 5. That's right. But Deborah, thank you so much for coming on. You're very kind, and
You
thank you so
bet.
much.
Thank
And,
you guys for having me. I really appreciate
Oh
you.
yeah.
But
Thank you.
if
Thank
Nice
you
meeting you.
I'm going to keep
Nice
in
to meet you.
touch with you. That way, when you find the Los Angeles areas, what you're going to do, you can let us know. That way, we could
Support you.
get organized over here and go together, and we'll go watch your movie.
That sounds perfect. I
Sounds
so
good.
appreciate you.
Oh my gosh, I'm good. Hey, Alyssa, let me blow
Yes.
everybody up here. I am going to order the movie Friday the 13th, and then when her Deborah's movie 13 Fatboy comes out on DVD, I'm going to order that too.
Mm-hmm.
And because I only do that for certain people that have
Yeah.
movies out, and I'm going to put it right here on my mantle.
We'll
Because,
have a viewing. We'll have a viewing party. Huh?
Yeah.
a viewing party
That
with the
sounds
DVD.
Yeah.
fantastic.
We'll do a Friday the 13th marathon.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
I'll just watch part 5 over and over. My favorite one. But Deborah, thank you so much. After the show, I'll get with Alyssa, and she could tell me some of the hot spots for drive-ins and rooftops and all that stuff, and then I'll send them
Perfect.
your way, and then just let us know where they're at. And like I said, we'll all get together and try to get to the show all together. That way we could. Hey, where's the premiere where you all are gonna go?
It'll be in LA, but we don't have we haven't picked the location yet.
Oh, very cool. Okay, well, that would be good if you guys go to
Yeah.
LA.
Yep.
So you'll
Capitan.
have people like regular, ordinary people go to watch it while you guys are there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my God. Well, you got to let us know because we want to go support you.
All right. That sounds
Sounds-
perfect.
Yeah.
Guys,
Sounds good.
thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
the rest of your day.
appreciate you guys.
Let me throw
Yeah.
you say goodbye. Thank you, Deborah. You have a good
Bye.
day. Keep
Thank you.
promoting your movie, and we'll do the same for you here.
Thank you. I so appreciate it. Take
right.
care.
You too,
Bye-bye.
Deborah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, that was Deb. Whoa, she knew how to get out of here
Woo,
quick.
yeah.
She's done this before.
Yes.
Probably. Got places to be.
Right.
She's got places to be. Let me see
Yep.
here. La, la, la. Okay. Let me see. That was pretty cool. 13 fanboy.
Yeah.
So I think we should try when she lets us know where it's at. I think we should really try to get together us and
Yeah, go see
go
it.
watch it. That'd be
Sure.
kind of a cool thing to do. What do you
For
think?
Yeah.
sure.
And
The
hopefully,
M25 Show field trip.
yes. And hopefully she'll tell us the one that they're going to. That way we could see
Oh yeah.
them, and that would be kind of
Grauman's-
cool.
Grauman's Chinese Theater.
Right.
Yeah, you never know, right?
El
Never know.
Capitan, or what's the other one?
El Capitan.
That's it. El Capitan.
That's it.
and
That's it, Eddie. What else do you
that's
want?
usually Disney. That's usually like Disney's Disney
Oh, yeah.
movies.
Oh, I
The
don't know
Chinese theater is where they usually have the premiere.
So you don't
that
think
takes-
they'll have a 13 Fanboy at the El Capitan?
or at the old Roxy Theater?
The old Roxy Theater. How about the Pussycat Theater?
Oh, there you go.
Is that
Wasn't
still
that in
around?
Buena Park?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Anaheim?
You remember that? It was
think
at
it
Buena
Was it
Park,
Buena Park?
Beach Boulevard.
Yeah.
Not that I ever went there, but I know I know where it was at.
You were too young to get inside.
Yeah, so I was, but I used to see it all the time driving by.
remember there was a-
when I
there
grew
was
up, I was gonna go.
There was a skating rink by it. I remember going on a field trip to.
The skating rink by the Pussycat Theater.
Yeah, we used to go to on a field trip to the skating rink, and I think it was Buena Park. And I remember, what's that? The Pussycat Theater. It was like little.
You're all, is that where we can go see the little kittens?
Yeah,
Like a pet store? Is that a pet store?
the old Pussycat Theater.
Oh
How
my
funny.
gosh. Okay, let me see here. Okay, before we move, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. How long we got, Eddie?
About
We didn't
10
even
minutes.
get through half of what I had here, so we didn't need no fluffer news today.
10 minutes.
I know.
So what I'm gonna oh shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, now
Okay,
he's
well,
gotta go.
you got to go now, Eddie, or
No,
you got
no.
time for?
I got like 10 minutes.
Okay, well, I'll throw this in because okay. Is it or was it? Oh, wait a minute. Is it or was your other half okay with you having strippers at your bachelor or bachelorette party? And what do you think if they're okay with it, or what do you think about if they're not okay with it? Now, whether you've been married or not before or whatever, but just imagine yourself if you were, you know what I mean? Put yourself in that position. Like Alyssa, like if you were getting married, would you mind your other half, your guy, having
No.
strippers? Eddie, if you
No.
were getting married, would you mind your other half having a bachelorette party and they were going to be strippers?
No, she had them.
Okay, yeah, I don't have no
Yeah.
problem with them either. But there's
Mhm.
some people out there that have problems with that.
Yeah.
There's
Insecure.
some
Yeah, they're insecure. It's all
Insecure.
about the trust. I mean, it's like if you can't trust them to behave at the bachelorette party, how are you going to trust them to behave in your marriage?
In your marriage, exactly.
yeah, you would think they'd be like, yeah, is your like in my situation, hey, are your guys gonna hook you up with a good bachelor
Right.
party with some strippers and stuff? And I mean, but I've never been with anybody that I would think that would say that, because that would be like a green light. It'd be like, why,
Right.
or maybe I wouldn't know any different if I heard that. It'd be like, oh, I guess you're not supposed to. But yeah, even if my other half had a strippers at her place or her thing, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Somebody's gonna do something, they're gonna do it. It doesn't matter what you do, right?
Right.
It's gonna, but yeah, I don't even have that mindset, and I don't know how people have that. It's like, how could you tell somebody, no, you better not do that?
Right.
That's like you're already controlling somebody.
Yeah, it reminds me of an episode of Cheers where Sam and Diane are going to get married and she's the one that pops out of the cake.
Oh, because she wanted to be there, or what?
I think she had an issue with him having strippers, and she
Or
was
like
the one that
She
popped
cut
out of
through
the
the
cake.
chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I was watching an episode of Lucy. I Love Lucy.
Yes.
And she had her baby shower, but then they were giving him like a stag baby shower, Ricky. So she wanted to see, like, what do you mean he's having a baby shower party or whatever it was? I think that's what it was, a baby shower. They dressed up as like reporters, newspaper reporters, her and Ethel, and they went and pretended they were men, and it was just so funny. I'm like, why would you even go to the lengths of spying on them?
Sounds like
Yeah.
Lucy.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
Lucy
it sounds
move,
like
right?
Lucy. It's just that's a Lucy, but it was funny. But you think about it, it's like, really, you have to go spy on your better half?
I think it's something that people should go through. I mean, I think it's kind of like that. I don't know. It's kind of like, how do I put this? It's like,
It's the last hurrah.
yeah, it's like, yeah, like, I mean, I can't speak for a woman, the guy, but I know if I was with any woman that I would go out with or I would date or marry, they'd be like, "So you getting strippers or what?" You know, like not in a bad way, but like
Yeah.
you get some hot chicks or that's the kind of people that I would be with. I wouldn't be with somebody
Yeah.
like
Are they gonna give you a lap dance? Are you gonna,
yeah, and they're
Yeah.
cool with it. You know, it's like, well, probably, yeah, of course. Why are we gonna have the party? But
Right.
but vice versa, you have to be the same way with them. You can't be like, oh no, can't have no dudes stripping for you or whatever.
It's not a one way
Right.
street.
No, unfortunately, it
No.
can't be that way because
Got to go both ways. And
because once you start doing that, something down the road, what goes around comes around, and
yeah,
what
Yeah.
comes around to you may not be so. Something else might happen
What
to,
you
to
like.
hurt you. Yeah.
mhm.
But anybody out there that's gonna get married or don't be like that. Just it's like Alyssa said. I don't know if it's
Trust.
really a last hurrah, but it's just having fun. There's strippers out there that
Right.
even they go to clubs to go have a good time, have some drinks, and watch strippers, and girls do it too. I don't know, like Vegas. I don't know any local. There's more girls strip clubs than guys, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like Vegas has more of for women, right? There's more places out there.
They just, I think so.
But if a woman really wants to go to a strip club and go watch guys dance and stuff, there's places, right?
Mhm.
There's places everywhere. You just
Yeah.
got to find them, but maybe not as much as the women ones. But yeah, it's just
Yeah, I
go
think with
out.
the guys, it's more they come to you.
Yeah,
Like
that's
they'll
true.
come to your party rather than you go somewhere to watch them.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with it, right, guys? Nothing,
Nope.
huh?
No.
Nothing wrong. I just wanted to throw that out there, and I heard. Sometimes I hear stories like that, and I'm like, oh man, that's too bad. It sounds like in my head, I'm thinking, it sounds like there's going to be trouble down the
Down the road.
with
Trouble
your
a brewing.
guys'- Yeah. And well, I guess we're not going to get to. Remember Mistress Amy? I guess we'll
Mhm.
save it for next week, but I think we're going to name that subject after her because you remember how she used to send us stories, and
Oh
she
yeah.
actually came on our Christmas and even told a story for us.
Mhm.
Remember? Isn't that the guy that was playing with himself and she opened the door and he turned around and he was, I don't know. Alyssa asked if she finished, but I guess he was
Embarrassed?
playing with himself. And I think Alyssa, did you ask her if he finished or she saw the whole thing, or
I don't remember.
did she ever say if he finished?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, I think we're gonna have a title called "There's Something About Mistress Amy" now. And so what we'll do is when she sends us stories, because in that movie, there's something about Mary. Wasn't the whole thing about that is like this guy, he's gonna go out with this girl he really likes and she's really hot, and he's worried about if he gets lucky, he's gonna finish too fast. So somebody gives him an idea. Well, you got to rub one out first before you go out with her. That way, in case you
Yeah.
do, you'll be able to last.
You'll
So
be all
maybe
right.
us telling these stories about people that listen to the show, guys, or mainly guys, if you want to hear the stories and they turn you on to take care of yourself before you go on your hot date from stories from Mr. Sammy. So
Yeah.
I thought we'll do that. We'll do that start next week. And because we're running out of time, we're going to get out here early.
Okay.
And we got
All right.
next week, we'll talk about porn star Ron Jeremy. He's in some trouble right
He's
now.
in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Yep.
yes, he is. He's in a lot of trouble. He's been indicted on a lot of sex charges and stuff like that. And
Is he out, or is he on bail, or is he in?
Oh, I think
jail?
he's in jail.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Alyssa was telling me, he's like, he's a porn star, and I guess having sex on screen for all those years wasn't enough, huh?
Wasn't enough.
Right.
God,
Wasn't enough. He
could you-
needed more.
Could you imagine you're having sex with all these beautiful women, probably every day, making movies,
Yeah.
and then I mean,
And getting,
hey,
and getting
don't
paid
know.
for it.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Until he's found guilty. We can't say he's guilty because he's been indicted. Like, he's been indicted for saying, hey, there's enough evidence where we think you done it, so we're taking
Mhm.
you to trial. So we can't say
Right.
he's guilty yet, but there's a lot of smoke over there,
Mhm.
and we'll see what happens. We'll talk about Ron Jeremy, and then we got a woman banned from a zoo for having an affair with a chimp.
Oh God.
We'll talk about that next week.
Bestiality.
Remember that naked baby on the cover of that Nirvana album?
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
saw that. I saw
Well,
that.
well, the guy, well, he's a grown up now. He's suing Nirvana for child pornography and sexual
Oh, geez.
exploitation.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about that next week. Those are stuff we're going to go over today, but we don't have time. But we'll go over those next week and let everybody know what's going on with all that stuff. And then Alyssa, hopefully, will have some of her news
Her
that we
news.
made specially just for her.
I know.
And maybe she'll have something for us too to throw on top of that. And we're gonna get out here early today and start the weekend early because and well, maybe I'll talk about my my thing that happened to me on this past Sunday because Alyssa was talking about her getting her wash done,
Mm-hmm.
and about the shot thing that happened to me. It was very, very traumatizing.
Traumatizing.
And maybe we'll talk about that next week too. So
All right.
we're gonna get out of
right.
here. Everybody have a good weekend. And Alyssa, are you doing double shift? Are you have that today? Or are you off?
I'm off today. I'm gonna go visit my friend at the cemetery.
Okay. Are you guys gonna split like when I play the music? Or are you gonna hang out for a second?
I gotta go.
I can hang out. He's got to go.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering. You don't have to. I was just wondering.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got to stay until the music's over. So.
All right.
Okay.
All
So
right.
we'll see everybody next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
And unless something happens where we can't make it Thursday, we'll let you know ahead of time.
Right.
But as of now, we're good to go. So we'd like to thank Deborah Voorhees for coming on. Her new movie comes out October 22nd. It's called 13 Fanboy. You can Google it and read about all the information about it. And go join the Facebook page called 13 Fanboy. I don't know if it's on Instagram, but I know for a fact it's on Facebook. So go join it, and you get the details faster from there. And until then, we'll see you guys next Thursday.
All right, you guys.
Bye.
Have a good
See you
weekend, guys.
Now let's see if I can find the right ending song. Here we go.
Memories in high school flames. Some good, some bad. Can you remember their names? Light up a smoke on Pomona Street with the long hair rockers. Oh, the memories. Classic cars, big tits, and